Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway in Foxborough.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Ready. Check you.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Zappi. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this, they have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, Zappi. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. The Patriots had a woeful 3-12 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 36, Zappi. Hunter Henry brings it in. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Being checked to a hit, and the ball is out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense is expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to next-gen stats. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Now Zappi.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Going play action here with Zappi.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now here's another carry for Harris. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 21-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards.
Here we go.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 105 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Ready. Hey, check, nigga. Ready.
Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Zappi back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Zappi on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arm.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. After the turnover, it's Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And oh, it's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Zappi to throw on first down. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Zappi now on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Aguilar. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Zappe's throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, here's Zappe. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Zappe to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Zappe looking to throw it on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Second down. Here's Mostert again. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Play action, now it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Zappe fakes a handoff, looks to throw it. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A tough spot here after that sack. Zappi and the Pats now face a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Ultra.
Tua gonna throw. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
Here we go. On the ball.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
1st and 10, Zappi. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Play fake, and now here's Zappi. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Zappi.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Here's Zappi.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Channing Tindall
came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
A tough spot here after that sack. Zappi and the Pats now face a 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Zappi from the gun.
And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Tua now on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need...
And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out...
Touchdown! Hunter Henry! His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Tua now on 1st down. Wilson's got it complete. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now here's another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Going play action here with Zappi. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. Zappi looking to throw it again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Zappi. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Zappi on 3rd down. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Fourth down now. Here's Zappi. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They fake the handoff. Now Tua out to his left. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On play action, here's Tua. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 27 yards. And the Dolphins extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Miami,
they continue to show they'll be a tough out of the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.